Now, I'm not going to give away all my spicy sauce, but if you like those clips, smash the subscribe button for the Pioneer and even a CF Moto trying the hardest trails that Ride Royal Blue has to offer. This trip was pretty cool since we got to ride in Texas Tough Customs 6-seater Pioneer, which was pretty impressive ride quality for a utility machine, and got to see firsthand what it was capable of. Now, I'm not going to give away any more of those rides coming up for videos, but I'll say I almost want to give this Pioneer a nickname of mail truck, because if it'll fit, it'll ship it on the Send It Express. This video is the walk-around build video if you're curious or want to pick up some capability yourself. And if you're curious about the Texas Tough Talon I've done rides with on previous trips, his build for that is in the description, along with those playlists and other Talons I've rode with in the past. Hey, we're here with Jarrett, Texas Tough Customs. We just did a pretty cool ride today. Widowmaker and Dragon's Back. We did the subscriber ride and decided to, how else do you do that besides picking two of the hardest trails in there?
Exactly.
So we got a cool video of him coming up with doing a lot of this stuff in the Talon and the Pioneer. I featured the Talon. We kind of went over what it is as far as the build and stuff goes. This is the build video for what he's done to a 6-seater Pioneer.
Yep. So we're running the Texas Tough Customs 6-inch long travel kit on this one. This one in particular, I'm running it's kind of a prototype front mount PSC. It's a modified PSC hydro ram in the front, so it's a little bit bigger ram in the front on this one.
You still have the old one in there?
The old steering rack is still in there. I haven't taken the old steering rack out because it's a pain in the ass to take out, and I have to take the steering, the skid plate off and everything. I shattered the stock rack on like the second ride I had out. But this one I'm running, like I said, I got a front mount ram, hydro steer for this one. I got custom portal plates that we built specifically for the hydro ram. I'm running 4-inch, 30% portals.
Your portal plates are specifically built for your suspension, yep, for your hydro.
Yep. Also, this one, so I guess I kind of call it our mini ball joint delete. So I basically took the Heim joints that we use naturally on the 22 plus buggies, and I turned them sideways and made it double shear. So typically we run these Heims, but with a custom cut pin in the tapered, hole or whatever in the portal plates. I just turned it sideways and then made a double shear, so it's kind of a mini ball joint delete. And these ball joints, they provide 35, I think, inches, 35 degrees of travel of rotation for the steering. So it does limit the steering just a little bit, but it really helps with the long travel kit, because the long travel kit pushes the front wheels forward so much further. It doesn't allow the axles to bind up as much. So
a little suspension loss, but a lot of strength picked up in the
Exactly, yeah. Not suspension loss, just turning radius. Yeah. Suspension gain all over the place. But on this one particular, like obviously we're known for the hydro kits for the Pioneers and the Talons. This one, usually we run an electric hydraulic pump. This one is actually running a mechanical hydraulic pump that's something that I just developed. It's got a custom...
So you're in the testing phase.
Yeah, testing phase, yep. And I've put probably 400 or 500 miles on it so far, and it works really great. There's still a couple of little kinks I got to get out of it, but other than that, the mechanical pump works flawlessly for this setup. My wife has been driving this one all weekend, and actually before here we were in Hot Springs for 2 days. So, but yeah, it's great. It's built. I mean, we're running the 4-inch Super ATV, 30% portals, and I also have
Is that single or dual?
I'm running single cast, cheap as you can get,
okay.
and I do that because I want to know what the cheapest will handle.
If it's going to hold up.
Exactly. Okay. I don't want to spend, I don't want my customers to just blow their budget on portals or whatever. Like if you can get by with the cheapest portals, let's do it.
Okay.
And so, but we got 30% 4-inch portals, and I'm running 25% reduction boss IGR in the on the clutch basket. So I'm in high gear, low gear, all gears. I'm at 52.5%.
So you got portals. You did. Is it IGR?
IGR on this one, yep.
And you haven't done Adam Brown's low.
Haven't yet, but it's going. As soon as he gets more in, I'm taking it to him, and we're gonna do the low also.
And I rode in this today. It is, when it's low, it's low. It's considerably different. Like between Desert with just portals and portals with this, it's a difference when you pull up on stuff for sure. Is this a bumper you sell?
Yep, this is our full front bumper, TTC, just full front bumper. We have them right on the website. This one is specifically made for a small UTV winch. We also make them for full-size truck winches up to 12K.
12K is getting serious. That's
yeah.
where you start ripping on frames.
Well, the problem is the 12Ks work fine. I actually ran a 12K on my old Pioneer. The only problem is they're just so heavy. And for what we do, I'm not doing mud riding anymore, so I don't really need the 12K. But some of our customers are on 44s and
getting submerged and just
oh, dude,
slammed up.
Yeah, and they need the 12K. So it has its time and place. But for what this build was built for, we didn't need anything more than a UTV winch. So
I think we covered pretty much everything in here.
Yeah.
Dual batteries.
Single battery.
Single battery?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's no electrical on it. We haven't really done anything.
I'm going to show this cage off in here. Let's see if I can turn the light on. So, this is a pretty cool cage. I think it's probably a little overbuilt, but you could probably flip it on its lid. This is probably an insulation mat for north.
Yeah, we run the C-deck on there for two reasons. For one, it keeps it a little bit cooler, and for two, it dampens the vibration.
Definitely got a little unique end piece here. All right, what about, we know you got your Texas Tough.
Texas Tough custom rock sliders on it as well.
And what about the got Texas Tough Rust custom rock slider? What's your rear suspension set up here?
Rear, same thing. Texas Tough custom 6-inch long travel kit. This is the same kit you can buy right off the website. We're running HMF exhaust on this one. It sounds really good. Other than that,
that did have a different sound, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it sounds a lot deeper. Yeah, these we're running stock shocks. Nothing special there. I'm running Cobra axles on this one, but you can also run the Super ATV axles that they make for their 6-inch kit. This kit is made for the same axle, so you can
2 axle options.
Yep, 2 axle options, and you can do. I think you could get Turner also if you wanted to. I like the Cobras. The Cobra's been working really well for us, and I've also ran Rhino 2.0s for a very long time also, and had great results with those as well.
35-inch stickies.
35-inch stickies. We got 15 by 10 hostile 10-inch wide wheels. Yeah, these wheels were actually on my Talon when we did the walk around in Moab on it. So these are the same wheels and tires I had on the Talon in Moab.
But now it's on.
And now I'm running 40s on it.
Which 40s make 35s. Look freaking small now. But yeah, pretty cool cage. But so yeah, you're working on potentially doing a low and hydro. Is there anything else you've done? I know it's got some type of tune, right?
Yeah. I'm running the tune I'm running on this is from Scott Alvarez with Florida Cracker Performance Tuning. He's got it dialed in for me. So he's done some special stuff to make it work a little bit better with the mechanical hydro pump on it. He's bumped the idle up a little bit, and it's tuned for both the IGR and the portals and the hydro kit.
Now, I'm assuming you were have to retune it for low.
Yes. Once I get the low, I'll have to go back to him and get another tune from him.
Does he already got that out, or okay?
So I don't know if he has it out yet, but
it's in the process.
It's like a 2-minute thing. Like, he just has to do it.
Okay.
If he hasn't already, he might already have it.
Slight tweaks and it's there.
He might already have it, because the thing was, so I think I was the first person with the low and IGR on the Talon, and I just called him up one weekend. I was like, hey, do you got the tune? And he was like, I don't have it, but I'm gonna build it, and he sent it to me like next day. Right. So it's just something he has to do. He's got all the math and everything. He just has to program it or whatever. But
anything else unique or cool, or if you're building it or trying to get to this level?
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, we went pretty nuts with this one. I wanted to put everything we had on this one and test it and see how it takes abuse, and I think we've succeeded. I really I pulled out all the stops with the cage. I really love the cage. I really love how it turned out. It definitely makes it one of a kind when you're driving by it. But other than that, I mean, this thing goes anywhere we put it.
Gotta have the bump seat for the
Gotta
Send
have the bump seat for little baby girl. My little daughter comes and rides with us. She's 17 months now, so.
But yeah, definitely a cool build. Definitely a cool ride.
Absolutely.
That's coming.
Absolutely. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Again, his information in the description, along with a lot of other cool rides and videos that we did. Feel free to click through that. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And until the next adventure, hope you have a good one.